It's gonna take a minute to break. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new series, Poetic Interpretations. I am Chris, aka Carpool Tonal. I am a filmmaker, songwriter, poet, and I have directed films and wrote musical theater productions.
My name is Kenny, also known as Spectre Falling. I'm an artist, producer, musician. I have, I think, like 197 tracks out there in the wild right now.
And what we do here is we do a bit of a deep dive into the symbolism of the cinematography for music videos. We also will look at the poetry and like the our interpretations of what the artists are trying to say in their lyrics and in their songs, and just even also the poetic art from the music videos themselves.
Hell yeah.
Hello, everyone. Today we got Tango Golf Tango with their song Modern Fencing.
All
It,
right, let's go.
this will be a blind reaction for both of us. We haven't heard this song. I've heard one of Tango Golf Tango songs, but I haven't heard this one.
I haven't heard them or seen them. I am so excited about this.
And as always, make sure to follow and support their music. Go watch this music video before you watch this breakdown reaction. Yeah, this will be a reaction and then a breakdown. So
Strap in, folks. It's gonna be fun.
let's go.
If you knew we were in the way, do you mind if I see the lights? Thought that you were gonna stay, but modern fencing got me on my mind. You know everything I wanna know, but how come you can't tell me, baby? Rolling hips and designer clothes, spilling drinks all across the ceiling. Call me out for like a week or so. Vanished before the fight, the fight. You know everything I wanna know. How
This is a great
It-
song.
Yeah, this is really good. I don't know what I was expecting, but like this isn't it in every best way. Like I'm invested.
Yeah, like the back and forth between them too, like that.
Yep, I didn't know there were two vocalists. Like everything. I am really into this.
I don't know if they could see it, but I actually got goosebumps when she started singing back to him, and or like that the back and forth. It just was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, and it was yeah. My first reaction was, damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, goosebumps and all. Yeah, there's a lot of visual stuff too.
Yep.
I'm excited to dig into in the breakdown, but
everything I wanna know. How come you can't tell me, baby? Back turn, you use the sword. Messed up my plans already. My plans got me on no. Swing the blade without a sign. Why did you act so fearless?
This
man,
is fantastic.
the lighting is crazy.
Yep.
I don't know what I just paused it on, but
Like
what is that?
whoever this character is, they look like an astronaut to me. I think it's the one that was in the car.
The fencer.
Yeah. It's wild.
It's wild. Yeah. Parc La Fontaine. It might be in France.
Ah, or Canadian.
Oh yeah, or Canadian. French Canada.
But how come you can't tell me, baby? Back turn, you use your sword. Messed up my plans already. My plans got me on no. Swing
This is just so good. Like, I don't know. I never know what to expect with these, but like, I am blown away.
It looks like
Everything, everything we've gotten has been so good, though.
the stop sign says Ari. I don't know if that's French for stop.
I have no idea. I should have learned another language, but I never did.
Yeah, hopefully we're not way off with. We didn't do any research before this, so we came in this blind, but I want to say French.
That one scene where they were in the phone booth and like their whole body shifted almost like they were made of water was nuts.
Yeah, the production value on this is
Yeah.
top notch. Yeah, I'll have to shout out the writer director because they did show the name of him
Yep.
of the music video, but
Fantastic work.
yeah, and I wonder if that writer director is part of the band too.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
They got a fucking hell of a team if that's the case.
yeah, and it's a great music video, and there's so much symbolism. I can't wait to break down.
Yep, like that right there. That could be an album cover. Like just that still shot says so much. I love it.
With just the one red light.
Yep. And like
Yeah,
the fog on the ground almost like it's like I don't know. It's space, but it's not. It's like you're walking down a sidewalk to an apartment in fucking outer space. It's insane.
yeah. The light kind of threw me off a little bit because it looks like it is a gelled light. Because
Yeah.
unless they have red lights but in certain places, but usually they're like they're tungsten. They're usually like orange for
Yeah.
night lights. So I they might have set that light up themselves.
Or it could be
But
like a post-production thing, but I don't know if they could get that good of a fucking effect like they have if it is that.
yeah, because I mean, yeah, they could turn all the oranges into red. That is something you could do.
But still,
Yeah,
it's
it's
awesome.
I just don't know if it's that because of the light itself has the flare on it. So it
Yep.
doesn't it looks more
And it's such a like a pure red.
yeah, it looks more practical than it does added in post.
Yep. It'd be nuts if we find out it's like a miniature, like a model set. The beginning, not gonna lie, I kind of got that vibe, but the very beginning it reminded me of The Crow when they're coming in on the city and you can tell that it's like a model. It's so good.
I know, yeah,
That is going on like a playlist as soon as I get off of here. That is
that
incredible.
the production value of just even the audio too is just so
Yeah.
yeah, it's so professional. No wonder why this has
Yep.
over 6,000 views.
They honestly need more attention. I'm
Yeah,
honored that they let us do this little breakdown.
right? Yeah, they're going somewhere. They're hopefully they
Oh
remember
yeah.
us. Yeah, there's so much symbolism to dive into. I was trying to with the lyrics, trying to get the story.
Yep. I keep getting the hook stuck in my head, just the how did you look so fearless?
How'd you look? Yeah, it's another catchy hook.
Yep. And I
Um,
love that like that disco ball just like in those different shots. I don't know
wh-
why, but I really fucked with that.
I mean, at first it looked like spotlights on the buildings and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, how are they doing this? And especially since they're like lived in buildings, like are they just
Yeah.
shining? It,
That's why I thought it was like maybe a miniature because it kind of reminded me of like The Crow or like Batman the animated series at the beginning when the lights are just kind of going around.
a miniature would make more sense because like they'd have to get everybody's permission in all those apartment buildings to shine lights like that at night.
Or just like be real ballsy and be like, we're
Um,
gonna do it. Oh man,
the
that'd be nuts.
the production quality of this though, does it seem like
No,
Like,
it seems like they would do everything on the up and up.
yeah, it's gonna take a minute to break because I mean, even just switching from these like little square points of view,
Yeah.
that has to be an artistic choice because they go back to it.
The way I see the square point of view is maybe that's inside the disco ball and we're seeing out of like just one of the little glass panes because aren't they like almost that shape? And I don't know why, but like that fencing costume, that does everything for me. I don't know what's up with that, but I know it's just a
My,
fencing costume, but my brain keeps saying like futuristic outer space.
well, it's modern fencing, so you could actually be nailing it like outer space type of thing. My interpretation from just the title of modern fencing and then the lyrics and stuff is it's a battle of love. Modern day fencing is it's a
Okay.
fight to get it's a fight to find love and or even you know when you get in an argument with your girlfriend and like you have to kind of fight back to try to get
Yeah.
or just even any relationship how relationships are a battle and it is like a dance of swords. Like,
And I kind of also see it as like the whole how did you look so fearless? Like they're wearing that armor.
yeah.
And it's easy to look fearless when you can't see somebody's face. Like that just that black circle. Like you can't they're gonna look fearless every time.
And just even the fact that it's like a fencing and not like
Yeah.
modern day, but like you're getting you're getting stabbed and scarred, but you're taking like wearing that fencing suit, they are not taking the scars from it. Like,
Yeah.
um,
It almost feels like Mass Effect. I wonder if they designed their costumes around fencing, like modern day fencing
the
costumes. That makes sense.
the the reason why said the fencing thing is because the aspect of why are you so fearless is because they're not taking scars from this battle. Like they have this armor, this
Yeah.
protection over them that is allowing them not to get hurt by the love.
And then you
Um,
can also take it as like they only look fearless. Like there's fear in there somewhere. There's always fear in somebody. I don't know.
I just wanted to bring up in this part. It looks like the person who is fencing is looking at those apartments. The way that they do the rack focus from the apartments to the character's face,
Yeah.
it kind of symbolizes that maybe that they're doing the inner battle first before they could go and have the arguments or before they go in to apologize or whatever the story is, which we'll find out a little more, but the apartment.
Maybe oh, sorry. I keep cutting you off. My bad.
Oh, you're good. I was just saying the apartment building feels like it's a big focus for the
Yeah.
character.
I was gonna say maybe now that we talk about the apartment building, maybe that rectangle is the window from the apartments and not like the glass and the disco ball.
Yeah, I mean, because it does switch from that. So maybe they're looking out one of these windows to
Yeah.
them. Um, yeah, this does not look like it is a miniature
No.
because the way the lights are on and stuff, and just specifically like someone has blue
Yeah.
lights compared to the tungsten.
Yep. And then there's like other smaller lights down in there and stuff.
The big thing is it almost looks like it's abandoned because you don't really see anything.
Yeah. Maybe they all have curtains. The HOAs like get those curtains up.
Yeah. The stairwell too is I think that's the stairwell. The one in the middle that has different like two windows.
Yeah. Yep. That would make sense.
It's like lit up to this room, but all right.
And like the way this,
Wanna stay.
are you trying to go back to the credits?
No, what happened was that the last one started process or stopped processing and it switched me back to the other screen.
Uh,
Did it cut the screen off for you?
nope. It
Oh,
just looked like the video paused for a second.
oh, okay. Oh, that's gonna get edited out. Pause it here. Just a shout out to the directing and editing of Laurent Malo. Laurent is a French name, and Arnaud. I'm not gonna try to.
We can
I'm,
put it in the
yeah.
description for sure.
His cinematography is beautiful in this too, and it looks like featuring San James. That might be the male singer or
Okay.
San James, maybe, maybe. First reaction, yeah.
If you know we were in the way, do you mind if I see the lights? Thought that you were gonna stay.
I wanted to point this out to the bus stop person. Is that the fencer sitting at the bus stop?
I think it is, but
Um,
at the same time, they're in a car in the other scene, right?
or maybe that's just a pedestrian or an extra. Because this is the same apartment building,
Yeah.
and yeah, if because they did just roll up the window of their car. I mean, I've had that experience so much where I'm like sitting waiting outside someone's
Yep.
house in my car, either waiting for them to be ready or waiting for myself to be emotionally ready to have a conversation or just be there. And the bus stop thing also reflects that of
Yep.
waiting for the bus to come, waiting for the
Yep.
moment.
It's like you're always you're waiting on somebody else.
Yeah. Eh, You're waiting for that moment to leave this place to go to another.
And then that lyric, if I caught it right, something about if you knew or something about someone being in the way and would you move so I could see the light?
Hmm. Yeah, someone's trauma, someone's like past being in the way in a relationship, and it's like, will you move so we could keep going further in this? So we could see the light of love or like see
Yep.
past the darkness. Um, and the spiral of lights, like in this,
Yeah.
like like how you said, can I see the light?
Yeah, and then
Or
that's like right when it comes in. And that little spiral, I don't know if they did it on purpose or if it's even correct, but it reminds me of like the Fibonacci sequence, like the perfect spiral or whatever that is.
yeah, it also is a little reflection of the way the disco ball moves.
Yeah.
Like the lights in the disco ball. Um, the movement of light, like especially with that lyric, um,
Hmm.
like they can't see the light. All they could see is these reflections of light, or just the light is keep going past them, like the disco ball. Like the lights keep moving across the building and stuff. Like the light isn't landing on
Like
their, yeah.
like the way I took it was like if you knew I think it's if you knew you were in the way. So like basically if you knew you were the problem, could you like help could you get out of the way so you could help me see the light?
Yeah. Yeah,
Something like that.
like some people go into relationships with trauma and with this past
Yep.
baggage, and they're in the way of love, and
Uh,
they keep self-sabotaging the
Yep.
relationship and stuff like that.
They'll project that past trauma they had with another person onto the current person and like sometimes a lot of times they don't even realize what they're doing. I've done it. Well, I'm guilty of
Yeah,
it. Like we
I'm
all got to catch ourselves on stuff.
I'm guilty of it too. I've been hurt too much where, now it's hard to trust sometimes, and then
Yep.
I do get in my own way.
Oh yeah, I've like I don't know. You live and learn.
Live and learn.
We're always learning. If you're not learning, you're not doing it right. Come on.
Modern day fencing.
Yeah,
The- These
it's a
these
it's a fight for survival.
because you're having to fight
But you have to do
that
it with etiquette. You have to do it eloquently, and
so
your strikes have to be precise and make sense.
the person wearing the armor type, because with a fencing sword you cannot poke through their armor, you cannot
Yep.
harm them through it. And maybe it's this barrier that they have put up, and like um
Oh,
not like being in the way of yourself is this barrier put up so you're not allowing yourself to fall in love, where the other person is trying to break that
ah,
barrier and make you fall in love, but they can't because you're wearing the
'cause-
fencing suit. So
so it's almost like take off your armor so I can see the light.
yeah, it,
Huh.
yeah, it like all of that just clicked because the way that you said that and this and then the
That's
lyrics, but
awesome. That's really beautiful.
we'll see if it is a right interpretation.
Hey, if it's not, it's what we got right now.
If not, it's a beautiful way to interpret it. So,
I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Do you mind if I see the lights? Thought that you were gonna stay, but modern fencing got me on my mind. You know everything I wanna know. But how come you can't tell me, baby? Rolling into designer clothes, spilling drinks all across the ceiling. Call me out for like a week or so. Vanished before the fight, the fight.
the lyrics, they're
Yeah.
they're actually going back and forth like, "Oh, just call me in a week. I'll call you in a week or so." Like
Yep. And then like I think right at the end right there she says like the love before the fight.
the love before the fight. That because it sounds like if the fencer, the person with the shield up, like if we're going with that interpretation,
It's like
they're the
they're
one
playing hard to get.
they're playing hard to get, and that's why he was like, "I'll call you in a week or so," and she's like,
Just call me
"That
tonight. Like
yeah."
what's the deal, bro?
And maybe he wants to, and he's outside of her house wanting to, but he has that
Because
barrier, that
I've
baggage,
I've been that guy too, and because like your friends will be like, "Oh, bro, don't answer right away," don't be that guy. But like, I don't know. Sometimes that's the thing to do. Just
which
be genuine.
which could be considered. I mean, the battle of when to call someone, when to
Yep, like that anxiety and worry of like it. Uh, are they on the same level as I am? If I say like, can we take this to the next level? Am I gonna get rejected? Like it's modern fencing.
and then having that thought of like, am I going to be what do I do? You have to put up your barrier
Yep.
because you could easily get hurt if you make the
Hmm.
wrong choice. If
Yeah.
you text them the next day and they're not, like, now you're too needy, like that hurts if you're not get that thing back. So you have to put on
You
the
have
battle
to
suit.
don't let your guard down. You have to posture, take the right stance. It's all these like subtle, almost like social cues that you have to do correctly to win the battle of love. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy. This is
Yeah,
this is a this is a really good one.
yeah, like the layer of depth of using fencing and then even say modern fencing
Yep.
as because modern fencing usually actually happens over the phone, like
Yep.
a telephone screen. You have to like the battles that you're fighting through the phone.
Because the pen is mightier than the sword.
And just seeing the person is old day fencing, but modern day fencing is
Yeah.
the battle you have to fight through lenses like this, like a
Yep.
square screen.
Oh wow. And
uh,
technically you're looking at light.
Only a sliver of light. So
Yeah.
the rest of it's dark, but there's a light in the darkness that they could
One of my favorite quotes. I
reach.
don't know if the band wrote it themselves. I feel like they didn't, but if they did, I'm sorry for like shaming them. But Crown the Empire, there's a little quote in one of their songs where it says, "In the darkest night, the faintest light is blinding," and that's one of my. I don't know. I live by that. Like anytime I'm down, and like this little shot reminds me of that because like no matter how dark it gets, even the tiniest light can be there and it'll blind the darkness.
How come you can't tell me, baby? Back turn, you use the sword. Messed up my plans already. My plans got me, oh no, no. Swing the blade without a sign. Why did you let it slide? You know everything I wanna know. How come you can't tell me, baby? Back turn, you use the sword. Messed up my plans already. My plans got me, oh no, no. Swing the blade without a sign.
In that part, it sounds like the girl took on
Yeah, it's like they reversed
they reverse
the
roles
yeah.
because he's like,
Because
you're
she's
everything I
swinging his
want to know.
sword. Yeah, and then the why don't you or why don't you tell me? And
So
then what is he says something about using a sword, and I can't make out what she says after that.
yeah, I mean, it's very well done.
Oh yeah.
It is just especially the harmonies. The harmony is so well
Yep.
done. We're just gonna try to catch this lyric.
Tell me, baby. Back turn, you use the sword. Messed up my plans already.
Back turned and you use the sword.
And then she says messed up my plans already.
Back turned and you use this. So stabbed in the back.
I'm guessing. Yeah, okay, so like you turned your back and then like whop, got him with the sword.
Like the
The
minute
minute that
they let their guard down and they
yep, I turned my back, you used a sword on me basically. Ooh, these lyrics, bro.
just yeah, it, there's so
You
much
could
depth in it.
yeah, you could say so much with so little. Like it's it cuts. You know, pun intended.
I just noticed something about this square image is there's this black, almost like it's like a bus window or an airplane window. Like you
Oh,
see what I see?
yeah.
Or is that like a thing that you turn up and down to open the window?
Like I know what you mean, like the lock on it or something.
Yeah, it's that it could be interpreted in so many ways. I don't think it's a phone anymore, but it could still be the window, like you were saying,
Yeah.
from someone looking down. Because if it is that, the lock thing, then you were probably right. It's the
Okay,
window.
so the lock would open and you'd slide the window horizontally.
Yeah.
Okay. But I also don't see like that middle frame that should be in there if it is a window. Who knows?
I, yeah. See, that's why I said airplane is because it would be
Yeah.
the thing that you would pull and it closes the window.
Yep.
Swing the blade without a sign. Why did you act so fearless?
The phone booth is another one too. Like I was saying, like not seeing the person, but using
Yeah.
the modern day battle of using phones to be in a
Yep.
relationship. Golden Tribe though, it's the reason why I pause this is I want to say they put that on top of it, like that is something they added in post production, but
Like,
I could be wrong.
hmm.
I just don't know why Golden Tribe would be on a phone booth.
Maybe it's like I know in Nashville they have like this club where you go in the phone booth to get in. Maybe it's something like that. But I don't see like a whole building attached to this phone booth, so
What I see though is like all there is darkness surrounding them, and
Yeah.
like graffiti and stuff would be considered like not poor, but like
Yeah, it's like a rough part of town.
the roughness, but the only light is in this phone booth where they're
Yeah.
talking to them, having this
Okay.
battle, like seeing the light, like yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I see where you're going. Like in all of this darkness, like at least they can see the light by communicating with this other person, even though it's like this game of war that they're trying to both. It's crazy because they're both going after the same prize, but it's at the same time they're both so guarded that they might like neither one of them can get to that because they can't get past the battle.
And the minute one of them lets their guard down, turns their back, it's like they're getting stabbed by the other
Yep.
person, or
And they like
um
flip the script and it's like,
yeah.
okay, so now I've got the
Like
upper hand.
yeah, even in with the lyrics, like why are you so fearless? And then the
Yeah.
person who says that becomes the one who's fearless.
Now I'm taking it another way. Like they're looking at him like, why are you so fearless? Like, why are you coming at me like that? Like, do you know who I am?
I'm the Golden Tribe.
Yeah. I'll put you down, bro.
Why did you act so fearless? Aiming at a precious spray might be mistaken for another round. Your limits never fades away. Neither the feeling be.
I had two things there. I just before I forgot them.
Same. I have two as well, but go ahead.
This shot, they're breathing in the air. So like
Yeah.
the like they reversed it to
Yeah.
make it seem like they were breathing in the air, but that the deep breath you need to take before you go into battle. Um, and just the other thing was, oh, me trying to figure out the metaphor of this. The only thing I could think of is like they're spinning in circles, but
This is one of the things I was thinking of. So, the how did or why do you look so fearless or whatever the line is. And then it goes to this. It's almost like their movement is so fluid, like you never touch them with that sword.
like they're dodging.
Yeah. And it reminds me of like Dragon Ball Z when they do like that shoo, and they're moving so fast that you're not gonna
Yeah.
see them. And then like the other thing I thought about was with the whole the face not being there and stuff, it plays into your whole phone thing with like the anonymity of being behind a phone and stuff. And like people, if you can put people behind a mask, you'll get more of a honest, truthful version of that person, whether it be like the worst of the worst or like the best of the best or just like a neutral. Like you're gonna get a more honest version of them because they feel like, well, no one's gonna judge me, and if they did, they wouldn't know who I am.
Yeah. See, yeah, that
So that
I don't
anonymity gives you some of that fearlessness as well.
um yeah, the fact that this is outside the apartment building made me think that because the movement is circular, almost like they're
Yeah.
spinning in circles. They're not like the bus stop. They're not going anywhere. They're arriving
Okay.
back at the same point.
So they're talking in circles with each other. Like,
Yeah, or just like even in their head, they're spinning in circles trying to go apologize because they're outside that apartment building they were looking
yep,
at.
I've done that. Like you just pacing, like, all right, I'm gonna say this, and then oh no, that'll never work. Well, maybe if we I don't know.
Yeah, spin right round, baby, right
Yep.
round.
It's oh man. Like I said, me and indecision. We have a bad relationship.
Feel you.
Aiming at a precious spray
makes the call. Or
Yeah.
I say he because of the hand.
Yeah.
Um, what does it say on their face? HOA?
Are you shitting me after I just said that? No way.
Oh, you just said HOA?
I said that about the curtains and the windows. I was like, maybe
Oh.
the HOA told them they had to have the curtains up. That's weird.
Yeah, that might have just been graffiti on the thing that they're in, but
Yeah. It's like some French gang or something that we don't even know about.
not the housing office authority or
I think that's what it is, yeah. They're no fun, I'll tell you that. But also, like, right when he is either picking up the phone or hanging up the phone, or they are, whichever this person is, it's like it hits right on that lyric where she says, swing the blade without a sound. And to me, swing the blade without a sound is like you were talking to about like the communication. It's like sending a text because like
oh.
you can cut to the bone with words, and if you're sending it over text, that's technically without a sound.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think you might have I think we got it of the whole because of the modern day fencing aspect of it. Like especially how you just said with that line, swinging the blade like cutting deep. Um,
Yep. And it's really hard to like come back from that. It's like especially with text messaging because it's hard to convey like emotion or mood or anything. I know sometimes I'll get a message from somebody and I'll be like, wow, they sound grumpy. And then the next message they're perfectly fine. And I'm like, oh, I just took that the wrong way because like it's just text on a screen. I can't pick up the emotion right.
I've had too many broken friendships and relationships because I'm not good with tone on
Yeah.
it. And then when I try to explain myself, it's like they don't want to listen. And then it
Yep.
becomes the battle of trying to get them to listen to me or
Yep. And then it's like that's a whole
and
thing. And like, yeah,
and then we're
I've
cutting each other deep.
yep, cutting without or swinging the blade without a sound.
And when you turn your back, you're putting your phone down. Then
Yep,
they stabbed you, so
yep,
pull your phone back out, and then there you got scars.
yeah.
Also, the
Oof.
the fencing masks like blocking your view of. I
Yeah,
mean, I mean that's reaching. That is reaching.
but that I don't know. I see that though. It's like it's limiting your view. It's you got tunnel vision on just what you want to see. You're blocking the other stuff out. Huh. There's so. I was just gonna say there's so much in this. You're good to go.
He is dancing at the bus stop. So
Yeah, that's
that that was someone waiting for the bus, which that the whole metaphor of trying to get out of the place you're stuck in.
maybe they're dancing at the bus stop now because they got the like the okay to like yeah okay well let's meet up.
And
But they look like a ghost. I love it.
and and not even dancing, like the spinning in
Yeah.
circles, stuck in the place you are waiting for.
So maybe instead of dancing, maybe they're doing like the pacing like we were talking about before, just in a different place.
And it looks like they broke their knee.
Yeah. I hope they're okay.
Why did you act so fearless? And I'm wondering besides what's gone. Someone might have the answer. And I'm wondering besides what's gone. Someone might have the answer.
Did you catch the line? All I heard was I have the answer.
I hear I'm wondering, and then I can't make out the rest. But I was trying to right at the end there.
Because that's like the bridge aspect, so it might have
Yeah.
the meaning.
Besides
Can you go back a little further?
And I'm wondering besides what's go on. Someone might have the answer, and I'm wondering besides 'cause
Rolling inside disguise? Rolling in disguise in this. Rolling in disguise of us. That's what
I
I heard.
heard I heard like I'm wondering if, and then I can't make out the rest, so I could be off on that. And then I hear, but I think I already know the answer.
I think I already know the answer. Yeah. What I heard was rolling in disguise of us, which I was like, damn, that's a good line.
Yeah.
Especially with the circling thing.
Yeah. They could have shot this whole video in that one scene with that red light, and I would have been blown away.
Oh, so interpretations. I know the ending scene, they were still sitting at the bus stop looking to at the
Yep.
apartment, and then they disappear. So like they did not fight at the end, I guess.
Like maybe they didn't I don't know. It's crazy. It feels like the entire thing for me feels like it was two people. Like I might be completely wrong, but like they're on Tinder and they matched and they're having a little conversation, and then like one says something and the other one's like, "Oh no, I gotta put on my armor because I don't want to seem too vulnerable," and then that makes the other one do the same thing, and then it becomes just almost like they could have had something, but then they didn't because they were both too scared to have it.
Yeah. Um, there's just, even just with the line, "Why'd you act so fearless?" coming from
Yeah,
someone like, "Why did you act like you could fall in love with me when you had
yeah,
this guard? When why did you make me fall in love with you, knowing that like
yep.
the aspect of being afraid to put yourself out there, and then it makes the
Almost
other person put themselves out there, but the person who first started actually had the guard up."
like, why did you act so fearless if you're this afraid to lose me?
Yeah. Or if
Yeah,
you're this afraid to let your
to,
guard down.
yeah, to like open up.
Yeah.
If you're this afraid to move out of the way and let me see the light.
Or if you're afraid to fight for this relationship.
Yeah, that's a big one too. Why'd you act so fearless if you're not gonna put up a fight?
Yeah.
Wow. This like the song, the video, like this whole thing. Like again, I know I said I didn't know what I was expecting, but like my mind is fucking blown away on this one.
Right. It's
I'm really happy we got this.
yeah, I mean we probably could have dug into this for another
Yeah.
hour.
Yep. It's like back to back, like
Yeah.
two really, really good ones. Like so much, like there's so much depth in all of this.
Yeah. And that
And
um
like the production quality on both of them, like fucking amazing. The lighting, like this, like sound quality, top
yeah.
notch stuff.
I mean there was so much layers and symbolism in it that I wasn't even able to get to
Yep.
like the cinematography part of it, because there was a few things I'm like, how did they do that? How did they like
Yep.
like the body spinning in the bus stop is it was like, how did they do that? Because it was a layer of glass of a bus stop and then the person spinning
Yeah,
inside of
man.
it. Like, yeah, that was
It's
nuts.
so good.
Yeah. But that was Tango Golf Tango. And that was modern day fencing. We are a little blown away.
Yep.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna I'm gonna be like thinking about this one for like the rest of the night. I'm gonna be dreaming about this one. This is awesome.